This place is gorgeous. It is currently my favorite trail. Hello everybody, I am Bane and I'm on an adventure. I am in Edgemont, South Dakota. Traffic. I'm in Edgemont, South Dakota, biking the Mickelson Trail. I am going south to north. Well, the sign says this way. The trailhead is actually in Edgemont, but it's not actually connected to the trail. You're biking on the road to get to the trail. But the official start is in Edgemont. I got a squeak. I got a lot of dust on my bike from riding around gravel roads. This is the third time I've tried this. I am leaving out of Edgemont, South Dakota on the Mickelson Trail. Edgemont is the southern terminus of the trail. I'm headed to the northern terminus in Deadwood. Gonna be rolling through the Black Hills. Named the Black Hills over the pine trees that make them look black. Anyways, I believe it's 108 miles. I am loaded up and going to be camping somewhere tonight. I was in the I was in the Badlands yesterday on some gravel roads, and my bike is layered in dust. I got a squeak now. Not sure where it's coming from. It's not the brake. I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't know. Anyways, I'm on a road trip currently. Today is Sunday. I left Thursday. Went to Wisconsin. And I biked the Elroy Sparta Trail, which is the first rail trail in the world. So you can check that out if you want. Rained the entire time. Now, I was planning on biking around the Badlands today, but the entire weekend it's raining. So I headed this way, and here we are. Alright, I guess I don't want to start off blabbing too much. On we go. Oh yeah, before I forget, the trailhead is in Edgemont, but the actual trail is right outside the limits of Edgemont. So pay attention to the signs on the road. When you're in town, you're gonna bike through town, you'll see signs on the post, on telephone poles on the right side. Then you roll a couple of blocks outside of town and find the actual start of the trail. Wouldn't hurt none to check Google Maps and have a look-see so you have an idea about where it's at. Otherwise, your intro to your trip will be riding around looking for the trailhead. That's an inside joke. Let's see who catches it. On we go. Gate number 2, but it's open. Gorgeous. We are not in Appalachia anymore, Toto. Looking for critters. Saw a deer already. I don't know if y'all be able to see her or not. I wonder if that's the trail going back up the hill there. If it is, that's quite an incline for a rail trail. I bet it's not. A little bit of a decline here. I think my crank's squeaky. Not sure. I believe there's a cave over there on the other side. Wow. How awesome is this? You know what's crazy is everything I've seen says the north section is prettier than the southern section. Man, are we in for a treat if it is. This is Sheep Canyon apparently. I don't see any sheep. Been on a gradual climb since I got going, but it's hard to notice everything is so pretty. This Sheep Canyon is gorgeous. Well, I think I'm going to have beautiful weather. I am just getting started, really. I'm only just over 10 miles in. And the Mickelson Trail is shaping up to be my favorite trail. South Dakota, the Black Hills. Slight incline. Looks like there's 3 peaks going along the trail. And south and north, they look like slight inclines, but longer. And then north to south, the climbs are shorter but steeper. I opted to go south and north, one, because I was told the north section is the prettiest, and I want to build to that. And then two, I was hoping to avoid any kind of headwind, because the wind normally blows the other direction, but it's a headwind today. I don't know what's going on. My dang bike is squeaky. I have no idea what's causing it. I'm thinking it might be the crank. Anyways, on we go. Just had lunch. I left Deadwood with the shuttle about 8 o'clock. Really got started biking around 10:30. I had breakfast when I got into Edgemont. Had me some tuna and a Big Newton for lunch. It is a beautiful day out here. slight wind on my left shoulder, but not my face, so that's good. Slight incline, probably all day, with very few breaks. So I'm moving slow, but I'm just gonna enjoy it. I expect the bike pedal until at least 6 to 8 o'clock. I gotta do at least 50 miles. I'd like to hit 60 or more. We'll see. I think the squeak is in my front brake. I think my rotor's dirty. I've wiped it off a couple times and that seems to have helped. But I'm just wiping it off with a dry rag. It got caked with dust yesterday driving around. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. More blabbing to come, I'm sure. Like and subscribe. On we go. Probably can't see it very well. It's out there at this point, just past the telephone wires there. Critters. You know, I don't often eat cereal bars, but Brian said to reach for one of these s'mores treats when your energy is low on the trail. If you haven't watched Brian's channel, that's Ride Along Adventures, you should check it out. Because Bane said so. I don't know if you can see it or hear it, but I'll be danged if it ain't started raining. I literally changed my schedule around and rode the trail today because it showed 0 chance of rain. So I changed up my schedule and it's raining. It's raining pretty good at this point. I stopped here underneath this bypass or overpass, filming a little jokey joke, and was taking off and noticed it raining. And I don't know how I want to deal with it. literally nothing showing on the radar. And the Apple weather app shows rain right now, and that's it. It's 3:25. It doesn't show any rain for 4, but it shows that it's raining right now. I guess I'm going to keep going. I'm only 27 miles in. It's 3:30 and 27 miles in. I wanted to get 60 miles today, but I don't think that's going to happen. I am not going to bike in the dark. Not because I'm concerned about the dark. I want to be able to see everything. That's why I'm here. If I take 3 days, I take 3 days. Anyways. It never fails. On we go. Critters. At least a half a dozen turkeys. They don't seem to mind me too much. Usually turkeys run off, but I'm a pretty good distance from them. I like critters of all kinds. Oh my God, it's a rainbow. I wonder how many of y'all get the joke or the reference. Yes, it's raining. That's not the joke. Well, that's Mother Nature's joke on me. They don't care what the forecast says. Mother Nature says if I'm on a trip, it's gotta rain. That's a large stack of bikes. I don't know if they're showing up, but the mountains out in the distance are beautiful. I am rolling through Custer. Oh, they got a YMCA. You know, had I planned this better, I could have got me a shower. Assuming the YMCA has showers. I don't know what's going on. I keep wiping the brake off and the squeaking stops. If I coast, it doesn't squeak. It also doesn't squeak if I'm not filming. Anyways, I'm rolling through Custer, not stopping. I should toss the drone out, but I still got 5 or 6 miles to get where I'm going. It is 6:33 and sunset's at 7:30. So I'm trying to get moving. I had to stop and get the Caboose though. You know, I can't roll by a Caboose and not stop to have a look. On we go. Let's see if it holds still. This is some quality content. That is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I believe these are aspen trees. I think. Maybe not. Well, I made it to where I'm camping at. I got camp set up. I'm washed up. I'm going to eat and crash. And I'll see y'all in the morning. Thanks for watching. No. Good morning, everybody. I am up and moving. It was 44 degrees this morning when I woke up. A little chilly, but it's not going to last long. It's about 7:30. I was ready to, 7:20. I was ready to roll out at 7, had a dang flat tire. But luckily it was the front tire. They're easier to fix. I think today is going to end up being easier than yesterday. Looking at the elevation chart, there's more decline today than there was yesterday. Yesterday it was almost all incline. And today, I don't know, almost 50%. And I don't think the climbs are any steeper. So the same low grade with a few declines. I'm starting off about 3 hours earlier than yesterday with about 10 miles more to go. I'd like to get to Deadwood with some time to bike around Deadwood. And then tomorrow I can do something else. Otherwise, I'll have to visit Deadwood tomorrow. Anyways, maybe some more blabbing later. I don't know. It's time to go. That's cool. Riding up on this monument. I forgot what it's called. The Sitting Bull Monument, maybe? I don't know. We should be able to check that out probably. Any idea what these are? I've seen 3 or 4 of them. I am in Hill City. It's the first little town this morning. Mile marker 60. I camped around mile marker 50 last night, which was just on the other side of the top of the hill. So I got to the top of the hill this morning, and I've been coasting all the way into Hill City since then. It looks like I start the next incline leaving up out of Hill City, and then once I get to the top of that incline, which looks like it's about the same distance, probably 10 miles, then I drop back down that hill and then go up the last hill. After that, the last 12 miles I think is a pretty decent downhill ride into Deadwood. Anyways, I'm having me some caffeine, and I got this Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal bar. I was having problems trying to find the s'mores bar that Brian had eaten, and I was trying to find one of those for my little joke I did yesterday, and in the process I got some of these Cinnamon Toast Crunch bars in case I couldn't find the other one. Anyways, it's just my opinion the Cinnamon Toast Crunch bars are better. I don't like all the chocolate. Anyways, time to go. Caboose. Someone used this poor caboose up, just left it sitting here. Some other old train cars as well. This one's kind of cool. Black Hills. I don't know if you can see it with the sun on the wrong side. It is cold. It was 44 when I got up. And then I rolled down almost 10 miles just rolling down the hill, and it was in the shade, so it was quite cold. Might be some more train stuff down here, I don't know. I guess I'm poking around and I'm gonna see it. Let's go have a look. This is the 1880 train place in Hill City. It's right on the trail. If you like train stuff, probably worth checking out. Looks like there's one more caboose down here. I'm gonna go check it out and then roll on out of here. So it's a museum. There's a place to eat here where you could eat in the train or in a train cart. They apparently seem to be open, but I'm not eating anything, or rather I'm not buying any food. Now that is a dandy of a caboose. Doesn't have the little view towers on top. That is a fine locomotive right there.
How cool is that? He's
Hello.
Hi.
Oh man. Tunnel number 1. I think there's 5 of these tunnels. In we go. Man, that's cool. There's at least 4 tunnels. I think they're all in the next few miles. One more climb, and then we drop down into Deadwood. Wow. Tunnel number 2. Right through the rock. Hello. I think I'm on the last climb, or the last elevation gain. About 75, 76 miles in. I'm not sure where the top's at. I think the last 12 miles is downhill. So maybe mile 94 or something is at the top. Just guessing, I don't know. This place is gorgeous. It is currently my favorite trail. But there's lots of the trails to explore. We'll see how long this bad boy holds the #1 spot. Anyways, just stopped and had lunch. It's about noon. Had a peanut butter sandwich I brought with me. A couple banana chips. We are rolling along. About 25 miles in for the day, give or take. On we go. Hello again. Well, I believe I made it to the top of the last little climb. Well, the last climb, not little. And I am on the drop back down. I think there's one small section where there's an incline left, maybe a mile or so. I'm not really sure. Just looking at the elevation chart. But should be licked at this point. Should be rolling into Deadwood in a couple hours. Well, that is it for the Mickelson Trail. I'm walking over to get the sign. Now, when I left up out of here, it was Sunday morning, and this parking lot was crammed full. It is Monday. It is a holiday. It's Labor Day. I bet tomorrow it'll be nowhere near as busy. So tomorrow we're gonna jump on this other trail over here and ride around Deadwood. That'll be a different video, so stick around for that ordeal. So the Mickelson Trail is now my favorite trail. It's freaking awesome. But either way you go, you're gonna be doing some climbing. Now, south to north, there's elevation gain, but it's not terribly steep, but it's the entire time, unless you're going downhill. If you look at the elevation chart, I'll post it up, you can see quite a bit. It's just climbing the whole time. But south to north, not too bad. I went south to north hoping to avoid the wind, but I didn't. I got a headwind anyways. There's a trail pass required. It's $5 a day. There's no camping on the trail. Well maintained. Oh, the bathroom, there's bathrooms at every trailhead, but you want to get to the trailheads that are in town if you need to use the bathroom, because the trailheads that aren't in town, the bathrooms are quite full of flies and mosquitoes, real bad. But the trailheads that I found in towns, those are all pretty nice. Anyways, that's enough blabbing. I guess if you got questions, ask me and I'll respond. If you're still here, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you're still here and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting on? Like and subscribe. Until next time, follow along. This is quality content. Like and subscribe.
Zane is the most awesome dude ever.